Hello there, this is Åsa with a new scrapbooking process video. Today I'm playing with my new papers from Teresa Collins, and as soon as I saw them and had them in my hand I knew I'd love them, and I wanted to scrapbook them with them as soon as possible. The photo I'm using I found on hubby's camera. It was one he took last summer, and it's of the kids. They are on my parents-in-law's porch, and they are on the outside. You are normally on the side where he's taking the photo from, but they are on the other side. And don't worry, it's only a couple of inches from the lawn, so they are in no great danger, I promise. But it looks fun, especially since my son is peeking above the fence there with only his nose coming over, so it's so cute. We live just opposite the street from my parents-in-law's, and it's a really nice place. We love them, and the kids love them, and it's very special to be able to be so close to family. And since I'm very far away from my parents, and my dad has passed, but from my mother, it feels great to be close to hubby's parents, and when his sisters come visiting, they are also very close, so it's a good thing, and we love them dearly. I will be combining the Teresa Collins papers with ephemera from the open book collections and my homemade golden embellishments. One evening I just punched a lot of tags and shapes with my quick cut tool, and then I went to town with a golden paper pen, liquid pearls or something like that it's called, and I made dots and I filled some parts in and just made golden embellishments. I wanted to add a bit of homemade flair to all the gold glitters and the gold foils. That is so much in style at the moment. This ledger paper had a really nice corner treatment or side treatment there with the vintage stamp and the chevrons, so I wanted to use that, but I have a hard time using those sheets as a whole, so I just cut off the part with this label, and then I'll be using it on the corner of the page. This will actually become one of the prettiest layouts I've done in a very long time, so I was really pleased to make it, and the title will be Blessed, just like it says there on that card that I'm using from the Teresa Collins collection. When I was making this page, I remember that I was looking and listening to the Eurovision Song Contest songs for 2015, and this week, which has just begun now when I'm making the voiceover, is the week when the actual competition is happening. So I am a bit curious, and I'm getting my hopes up for a very interesting event. For you out there in the world who are not familiar with Eurovision Song Contest, I can tell you that it's a huge competition, and I guess Sweden is the country that takes this to the most crazy level. So we start already in like January, February with our first competitions to get our song. So there are several shows, we call them melody festivals, all over Sweden, and they are broadcasted on national TV on best broadcasting times, and it's a bit crazy. We have semi-finals and finals and everything like that, and we have a winner, and it's actually a really good one. And then other countries of Europe does the same, but in all kinds of different ways. In some countries they just choose a song, and then they all come together now in May, and it's a huge competition. I think it's held in, was it Vienna? I think it's Vienna in Austria, and all countries compete. I think it's 40 countries or something like that, and it's 2 semi-finals and then a final, and it's all taking place this week. And when I made this page, I was looking at all the different countries contributors on YouTube. And then I was writing down, you see that little note there, I was writing down the songs that I thought were the best, and then I was grading them. I am a teacher though. So I was grading them, the best ones, those that I thought would go to the finals. So I graded them from 1 to 5. Like when I was in school, we got those grades, and there you see that I gave Albania 5 points. We'll see. So when you watch this show, this process video, the show has already been up on. The competition is already over, and I can come back and tell you what the real results were. I think that Sweden will do pretty well this year, and for the first time there's another country, not European one. It's one really far away from Europe, I must say, also competing in the competition, and it's Australia. Apparently Australians think Eurovision Song Contest is a really fun event, so they've been watching the show for a couple of years already, and as a celebration for the Eurovision Song Contest, celebrating their 60th competition, they decided to invite Australia to come and actually compete in the competition. And the Australians did the best they could, of course, and they sent Guy Sebastian, whom will be playing singing a really good pop song. So I'm not surprised if Australia go and win the whole competition. And that would be awesome, because I love Guy Sebastian. I have been watching the Australian X Factor for the last couple of years when he was a judge there, and I think it's so cool. So good luck on Australia winning the Eurovision Song Contest. Sweden has a really nice song as well, and I'll post the link in the description box for this video, so that you can look at our handsome and very pop Måns Zelmerlöw, who is our hope at winning. Sweden has a very proud tradition in pop music, and it's not only ABBA and Ace of Base and Roxette. I can assure you that you have probably been listening to a lot of Swedish music on the radio without knowing. And for the current ones, I can mention, for example, Robin and Tove Lo and Avicii. Of course, Avicii. You can't talk about Swedish pop without mentioning Avicii. But if you're more into metal, I can mention Europe and In Flames, for example. And if you just listen to the American music, I'm pretty sure you have heard the Swedish ones there as well, with Swedish pop composers as Max Martin and Kjell Back. So we are pretty much everywhere when it comes to pop music, and I'm very interested in pop music. So when it comes to Eurovision Song Contest, for me it's a competition for myself, guessing which songs will be on top. When I was a kid, I wanted to be into music myself, and I did quite a bit of singing and playing the guitar and the piano, but I'm not that committed to those things that keep me away from home, so it was not something that was an option for me, and I'm also not as driven to compete for such a career. But it still interests me a lot, and the Eurovision Song Contest is perhaps not the music that I think is the best to listen to, but it's a very interesting event since it's so many countries competing and you get to listen to pop music from a lot of other places, music that you wouldn't hear in the radio if it wasn't for this competition. So very, very interesting, I think, and that's the things that I am keeping tab on there to the left on my little note, which songs that I think will be in the finals. And a fun event, I must say. Oh, this process video was a lot about not scrapbooking, but I think that you can get the method and the process anyway. I have been layering like crazy, and it's been a really straightforward approach, I think, centered around the blessed card, the photo, and that strip of ledger paper. And when I had gotten this far, I wanted to make something with the background, so I fetched some color shine from Heidi Swap and my trusty cardboard box, and I will be spraying just gold shine, and I think it's the blush color, onto this white piece of paper to give it some more detail and interest. Nothing special, just spraying. And I'm drying it off with my heat tool. I'm securing the pieces of paper on the back side of this huge embellishing and photo block, and then it's time to mount it onto the sprayed background paper. And this is pretty much what the finished page will look like. I'm adding a couple of different colors of twine to a couple of different places on the layout. I'm tying it to tags and those details where I can tie the ribbon around it, and I think it looks really nice. Trying to make 3 places there. I've got a couple of different tags. I'll also be adding some homemade perler bead enamel dots, just to give a little bit more shine, a different kind of shine. And I have a really good feeling about this page. I love it. The colors are really nice. I like the brown together with the pink and the gold, and this sandy kind of tone, as in the speech bubbles, also goes very well together with both the gold and the pink. So this was a fun layout to make, and I also got to use some of those wonderful embellishments from the open book collection, which I love so much. And that frame there, for example, it's one of my favorites. It's really, really, really pretty. And the chevrons from the Teresa Collins papers also made this into a really nice page, I think. As a finishing touch, I will be stamping the date and sentiment with roller stamps, and I'll be picture perfect is the sentiment that I'll be choosing, and I'm very happy with that addition as well. I love the roller stamp, and when you just stamp without inking the stamp again, I think it makes just the perfect addition to almost finished project. And here are some close-ups so that you can see all the details. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the process and the talking, even though it wasn't scrapbook related this time. And I encourage you to take a look at the Swedish song in the Eurovision Song Contest. Follow the link below. Take care, come back soon. This is Åsa. Bye!